Ah!
Uh, And welcome back to the Captain's Quadrant in the Agony booth. We are very excited today because we are diving into a very, very controversial episode of Star Trek Voyager, which kind of
can only go well for us then.
Yeah, kind of set the tone for the Me Too movement, if I'm not mistaken. Well, kinda, you know.
I have thoughts about that later on.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that, I guess.
All right. But of course, let me be, of course, the right host and welcome our good guest this week, VHS Jace, hot off the presses of Old Man Yelling at Trek over on the Jason Roy Gaston channel, who's wearing a very beautiful Captain's Quadrant shirt. And I, too, am wearing
representing.
Yeah, we appreciate you. I, too, am wearing a... Oh, he left.
Yeah, he left. He should be wearing a Harry Potter t-shirt. He's wearing a Harry Potter t-shirt, is he not?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Uh-oh. Talk about Me Too problems. Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's actually a school t-shirt I forgot to take off. I usually don't wear these on here, but this is like a really cool school t-shirt. So.
That is a cool school t-shirt.
It's not Harry Potter. It's School of Rock.
Thank God. By the way. Oh, okay. School of Rock. Let me tell you, this is going to be a great one. We're going to have a fun time. We're going to dive into it all, but it's been a while since we've done the Agony booth, and we are very happy to be back into it. And we are going to start off with the synopsis. Yes.
Oh. Jace, I knew I wore these things for a reason today. All right.
I didn't wear my glasses.
Give it to me, big boy. All right. 7 of 9 claims to have been assaulted by the arms trader who just sold new technology to Voyager. Awkward.
Well said. Well, let's hop into it. Let's get into WTF did we just watch? Boy, did I miss that. VHS Jace as our guest, please kick us off.
You want me to kick it off first?
Indeed.
All right. I think the first crime about this episode is that you even have it on the Agony booth.
Really?
To me, this is one of the... I think this episode script is wonderful. I love it. I love this episode with a lot of affection because of its provocative nature. And I think this is where this episode's strength is. I could see comments about it's not aged well. Well, that's one perspective to have from it by putting your emotional feelings on top of it. But let's break down and see what the episode, from my perspective, what I think it was trying to do was challenge norms and perceptions. Tuvok says it in the episode about the situation that happens with Seven, about we all know memories, like using memory as evidence sometimes is quite problematic. Straight off the bat, do I think something happened to Seven? Yes, I do. Well, I'll put that out on Front Street, all right? This, to me, we're going to slide into feelings and emotions and ideologies and moral standpoints on this. Very clearly something happened to her. What it was, I don't know. Do I think it's what she remembered? No, I don't. So let's just put that kind of out there. But I think the idea of this episode to challenge not only the way we go about investigating them and evidence, what's more important, somebody's perspective on it or the science of it. You know, it also, I think, looks at points where the Doctor, who has a massive arc in this episode, is kind of really aggressively early on going, no, you've been assaulted. This is wrong. This is what you need to do. And really like supporting her. And then by the end of it, having to go, well, look, man, I got no science here to back up your claim.
Yeah.
Like, I want to believe you. I mean, hell, everybody wants to believe Seven. But it's not what happened, I think. And I think the idea of challenging that idea, also challenging how flawed sometimes the judicial system can be, because things like this happen. I don't think this episode, you may think at this time, now in 2026, there's the Me Too movement, Believe All Women movement strongly influences this. I don't think it does. I think you could imprint that on there, but I don't think they were trying to tackle that directly when they wrote this episode. I think it's controversial. I think it's one of those episodes that you walk away and it challenges your own thoughts and feelings of it. And to me, that's great writing. And I look at an episode like this and I'll put it down. These are the type of stories I'd love to see in a new Star Trek. These challenging, moral kind of questioning storylines that don't really take a side. Straight down the middle, and they let you discover the answer that you want to discover.
Like The Sopranos.
I think it's unbelievable episode. I love it. This is an ecstasy boost in my mind. You may call it an agony boost, but when I finished watching that again the other night, I just went, damn, that was good.
Jason Roy Gaston. You've had this look on your face the minute he started. I was like, oh, I don't think
No. We are not going to be antagonistic tonight because in some ways I actually agree with them. I'm the one who selected this episode, by the way, and I did select it because I saw that there was a wee bit of controversy around it, and I thought, ooh, that'll be good for viewership. Let's get people fighting. And then he says something that I agree with, and I'm just like, damn it. So the real villain of this episode is confirmation bias. And confirmation bias is played by the Doctor in this episode. Now, I don't think I have quite the amount of affection that my dear colleague does. I think that this episode was wanting in many departments. This is weird. You liked an episode I didn't. I'm very upset by this.
When we did invent this show, this is what we was hoping it was going to be.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah,
now I'm just angry and gassy. So here's the thing. No, this was not made for or around the Me Too movement because at the time the Me Too movement did not exist. What did exist was these repressed memory therapists who were bringing out these repressed memories out of people who would say, well, I was assaulted or I was kidnapped by aliens or something like that. And it turned out to be just a whole load of hooey that ruined a lot of lives unnecessarily. That is what Voyager was making an episode about. It was commenting on that. Now, unfortunately, in the 30 years since, the Me Too movement has come out, and unfortunately, this episode has been recontextualized into an episode that some people say, well, this is just telling us not to believe women. That's not what it's doing. That's not what its intention was. And I'm sorry, you can't really condemn an episode that had good intentions and was commenting on something in a contemporary fashion for something that happens decades later. That is an unfair criticism. You just cannot do that. This is an episode where the Doctor becomes such a crusader for a colleague that he just decides, you know what, I'm going to aggressively therapize somebody until they remember a crime that may not have happened. Absolutely no ethical concerns there either. And I do think that it is, I think that the idea is solid. I honestly don't think they took it far enough. I would have loved to have seen an episode where the crew gets on Seven's side, where it is a ship-wide camaraderie. Let's go get this son of a gun and let's blow him up. I like that they killed the guy. Yeah, I like that they kill the guy at the end, but I think Voyager should have shot at him or something and like blown him up that way. I think that there should have been more regret, more guilt. You know, we destroyed this guy's life over something that probably didn't happen. That's my main criticism, is that I honestly feel like they were circling the rim of something poignant and important, but did not quite sink the ball in. Now, is it a good episode? Yeah. Is it a great episode? It almost was. It almost was. And I really think that those people who are out there saying, well, this is just telling us not to believe women, I think you got to look at it through the historical context of that was not what they were saying in the first place. They were saying, don't trust these idiots who are convincing people through confirmation bias that something happened that didn't happen.
I would say the only thing I would say about the end of it, that kind of go around the rim, I think it was their way of going, look, we're only going to be able to go so far with the script. So allowing you to be the person who decides which side of the fence you sit on at the end of it, I like. But I tell you what though, don't you love the reaction? Like some of the what do they call it when you just have to do reaction acting? Like making faces, reacting to I think there's some really cool moments in this episode by some of the performers, with Kate Mulgrew and the Doctor, when they come to the realization that the evidence isn't there. You know, and also a strength of this episode, they're not even telling you that their process is rock solid. They're questioning the process as well in this episode, which I love. You know, it's
hey, we have very advanced science, but it's not that advanced yet. So
this is also, I've got to say, I've been watching Voyager again recently. This episode's also part of a phenomenal season in my mind. Phenomenal season. I've just something about season 4. I mean, this is season 4, right?
Season 4. This is episode 17.
Some of my favorite episodes of Voyager lie in this season.
There you go.
Pretty rad.
I do wish that they would have made, I cannot remember the guy's name. I wish they'd have made the guy that Seven accused be a little less of a douchebag.
He was very douchey.
They villainized him instantly, wasn't it?
They did villainize him.
Even when he was negotiating for the isolinear chips in the beginning, he's like, I'll give you this great explosive technology, but I want all your chips. And they were like, I'll give you this.
Yeah, well, that's how they established he's a douche in that scene immediately.
I don't know.
So, yeah, they did. I will agree with that. They did one note. But I think a lot of my love, reason I'm probably biased in love with this is because it's like, holy crap, like you're actually going to these places story-wise. I think I'm so in love with them even going anywhere near this subject matter. To just go straight down the middle of it. I just like that's I think the future of Star Trek for me is to tell stories that just split right down the middle. And I can allow the audience to become a bit more interactively a part of the storytelling. But I don't hate everything, guys. I know I'm known for old man yelling at track, but some stuff I do love.
We're going to say hello to Patricia Barrett.
Hello.
To Karen McLeod.
Hello, Karen.
Our patrons. She's saying hello to the other one. My Figure Universe, he says, this episode actually has come up in conversations on boosting the signal like 4 times. Interesting.
Oh, nice.
And Wes says this episode has not aged well at all. Interesting, Wes.
Again, I think that's more I would say to Wes, that's more your putting your emotional, moral belief system on top of that than what it actually is.
Which is not necessarily a fault.
I'm not insulting.
No. I think that it's impossible sometimes not to allow modern day moral sensibilities to change your perception of an episode. I'm just saying it was unintentional at the beginning.
Well, that's what I think. Again, you're right. You have to put it in the context of the time and the intention of what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
But yes, you could, I mean, there was once upon a time a Song of the South seemed acceptable, right?
Yeah, that was a terrible time.
Was it? I mean, have you ever actually watched that movie? It's boring as hell.
It's a terrible.
I think I did see it as a kid, but it never grabbed me anyway. But, back then the adults are going, this seems totally fine.
Wasn't it playing in Wilson's White House?
Wilson?
One of our presidents.
I actually remember being taken to a showing of it whenever I was a child, like a little wee boy. And I just remember being bored with it. Just absolutely thought it was the most dull movie ever. Now, the racism didn't even hit me. I just thought it was boring. Just like,
you know what the worst part is? I understand now how racist that is. But you can't deny the song's pretty great. Zippity Doo. I'm sorry. The music, the song, it's a great song. What's all behind it makes it icky now, I know, but it's catchy.
It wasn't Wilson, by the way.
I'm a big proponent for remaking that movie. Since Disney's in such a
we've
big,
spoken about
huge
this
rush
before.
to remake all their anime, remake Song of the South, but replace Uncle Remus with Nat Turner.
Well,
I have no idea who that is. That's cool.
okay. Well, we're gonna move on. Why would they do this?
The history people.
What were we saying, Jason? The history people what?
Oh, I was just saying that the history people out there just went ooh to me.
Yeah. The rest of us morons, we got no idea.
Yeah. You're gonna Google it and you're gonna go ooh.
Ooh. I will say, I tell you, why
movie.
did they make this? Why did they make this? Because I think this is an era of Star Trek that it's kind of, yes, bold storytelling, but there's a reason why they had to do it. Because by now in Voyager, you know, the Bergman era, the whole era has been going on. They're running out of stories. You know, they've got to get, well, not actually, no, I'll take that back. Maybe they're not running out of stories, but they're worried about fatigue. They need it, you know, stories that are going to grab an audience, word of mouth, water cooler stuff. And I think this type of episode is a product of that, which is, again, not a negative. If that's what's motivated them to take big swings in storytelling and controversial topiks, have at it. That's what I think.
Have at it, Hoss. All right. Jason?
I mean, I'm kind of the same way. I think that they wanted to make a statement on what at the time was an issue that was up as a controversial issue. And if anything, I applaud them for doing that, because there were a lot of lives that were ruined by this, and the writers were like, we can milk that for story.
Yeah.
What do you think of the reactions, though, of some of the it was interesting because you see how some of the crew reacted to the situation. I thought was fascinating, and I thought they did well.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
Tom kind of went cold in many ways. I thought he distanced himself emotionally from it. I thought, you know, yeah.
I felt like B'Elanna was kind of.
B'Elanna had her own thing going on at that time too.
Yeah, but
you get to deal with that in a few episodes later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like how B'Elanna sort of kind of stuck up for Seven at the beginning. Yeah. It wasn't like, well, she's just crazy. You know, we need to get her out. It was not. I heard him raise his voice, and I looked over there, and he had her arm.
Yeah.
She was being truthful, but she wasn't like, I don't know, editorializing. She didn't have her own confirmation bias. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Now, I said Tom, but I meant Harry Kim, by the way. Sorry.
Harry Kim.
Garrett was. I'm sorry. I love Garrett, but he was being used as furniture during this part.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just cold. But
excuse me, could you get on full so we could sit down, please?
But Robert Picardo, MVP in this though, just because.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I'm really loving the Doctor at this point in Voyager. Just loving where they're trying to take him. So
yeah. But they had some really cool ship shots in this too that I thought were kind of fun. But of course, in the big intro, I kind of felt that they were trying to build up a new species, that it was going to be a fun and jovial species and going to be very akin to the Ferengi. It's like, oh, they're going to have their, like, the species they're going to have to trade with and kind of like, you know, help them eke across the galaxy and the Delta Quadrant to get back home. This is going to be the species they're going to like, these guys again. But hey, at least we get some blood wine or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I thought they were going to build.
What are the species of the period? Is that Malons are pretty well being the species of the period they're kind of dealing with?
Yeah,
they're my favorite of the species that live in the void.
8675309, Jenny species.
I was every time they come on screen, I go, that's at least 7 hours of makeup. You poor guy. They look like the children from the Skin episode from TNG.
I was just thinking they look like normal teenagers nowadays. Like, wash your face. Oh my god,
sunlight.
No.
I eat pizza and never take showers.
Oh man, the pimples.
So how do you guys feel about how it ended? Do you agree something definitely happened? I think
I think there was more than meets the eye. I think that it wasn't just.
But do you think it's exactly how she remembers it?
No, because even if I look back on my own life and an instance where I thought I was wrong, if I have another perspective, there's some things that I didn't get, and that's one of the most brilliant things about storytelling, because they do that in Game of Thrones like crazy. Where you know what I mean? Like, did you finish the series? I hope both of you.
Which one?
House of Dragon.
Any of the original Game of Thrones, the old one from the.
Yes, that's why I have this crushing look of disappointment on my face.
Yeah. Well, remember in the final season when where they fought Sir Arthur Dayne, and it was always like, oh, Ned Stark beat Sir Arthur Dayne, and then when Bran becomes a Third Eye Raven and he gets to come in and see the whole fight himself, and it was like, oh, this isn't happening at all, like my father said. And I feel like it's that storytelling. It wasn't like his father was lying. It's just you omit things because your memory doesn't have it, and it probably happened so quick that Ned Stark's like, yeah, that's what happened. And the same thing goes with 7 and 9. Everything happened as such, and when you start messing and doodling around with her patches, that's not the right word, but
implants.
Yes,
that might be implants.
Patches.
Yeah, patches.
Make it sound like she's trying to quit smoking.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Smoking's hard to get rid of.
He's like, listen, though, I think what happened to her is worse than what you want to think.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
He was pulling
because she has so much emotional trauma that doesn't come from a minor incident.
Right.
That's the disturbing thing, I think. Her reaction, her emotional reaction, although may have been manipulated and influenced by the Doctor, at its core, it's there. And I think it's there for a very dark reason.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I mean, he did have the nano, whatever it is, patches.
Yeah, I reckon he was experimenting on her left, right, and center.
Definitely was. Absolutely.
Yeah, because if she's out long enough, the nanotech repairs her anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, he was a terrible person.
Thing.
So when he got blown it up, it was like, meh. It's okay. It works for me, you know. Yeah, so let us move on to redeeming features. So I'm fiddling with stuff and I just dropped my
very cool. The whole episode.
The whole episode. Good from beginning to end.
Yeah, I don't know what more you want me to say. I've just been telling how much I love it. So yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Jason?
As I said, I kind of wish that the episode would have pushed a little bit more. I wish they'd made the guy a little bit less douchey. But overall, yeah, I think it was good. I don't think it was great, but I think it was good. I think it had a really good, noble idea that I wish that they would have exploited and pushed a little further. But overall, yeah, I got no major complaints. There was nothing I looked at and went, "Ew, stinky Star Trek, gross." Yeah, I mean, I think Bob Picardo and Jerry Ryan and Kate Mulgrew were fantastic in this episode. I would even go so far as say Tim Russ in this episode, as understated as Tuvok was, he was rock solid as well. So that quartet did amazing work, I think.
The eye acting in this is phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's lots of, welling up of the eyes, the shocked look of eyes. Mate, and you got to be talented to do good eye acting.
You do. You do.
Yeah, when you're telling a story from...
there is a larger thing at play, though, here around, and I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on this, the relationship between Janeway and Seven.
Oh.
Because a small part of this is echoing what happens this season. What I consider to be, and I understand Janeway's perspective, but she is unwieldly harsh at times on Seven. Throughout this season.
Didn't they have issues?
Oh, yeah. Because, like at the end of the day, you knew what you were doing. how do you expect her to, over a couple of months, completely become human and not question things and not, she comes from a collective that is totally about the shortest point between A and B, efficiency. And, humans are flawed. So I think Janeway's a bit of a bitch, to be honest with you, this season with 7.
I may not know my flowers, but Janeway, you're a bitch.
That must have been out of coffee that season.
Yeah. There's coffee in the nebula.
I definitely think that Janeway shows she shows a lot of character flaws whenever it comes to 7, because I think Janeway does have a lot of, I would even go so far as to say, unrealistic expectations that she puts on 7. She does want 7 to be this by the book, you have to be a certain way, which is strangely a lot like what the Borg did to 7. And so, of course, 7's going to push back at it. And I really liked that. I liked that that Janeway was making these mistakes. I enjoyed that.
I reckon that's really highlighted in the episode Drone as well.
Mm-hmm.
It shows her flaws a lot in that episode as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it. I can't even remember what I was going to say because you interrupted me. No, I wouldn't even call it a camaraderie. It's almost like Janeway trying to be a commanding officer. With everyone else on the crew, she was almost maternal, but with 7 of 9, it was,
it's weird.
I am your evil stepmother. And I don't think she died. I don't think she did it. She didn't do it maliciously. She just did it because she thought she was doing the right thing. So I kind of wish they would do. God, see, I wish we could do Legacy and have Admiral Janeway guest star just to have that last scene where, could be their last scene together where she just says, I just wanted to tell you I was trying to do what was best for you, and I know I didn't do it right. And 7 of 9 says, no, you didn't. But I don't know. It's one of the most heartbreaking relationships on Star Trek, I think.
It's kind of weird it hadn't happened. They've both been working under the current administration of Star Trek. So, it's amazing they didn't. Someone goes, we've got to make that happen.
Yeah, that would have been.
You've got to make that kind of that reflection of the time past and see how far they've both grown. Oh.
Yeah,
I know like Terry Matalas was trying to get Kate Mulgrew to be in the 3rd season of Picard, and somebody told him, like, we don't have the budget for one more guest actor. Yeah. And so that scene where 7 of 9 gets promoted was originally written for Captain Janeway.
That makes sense.
Now I'm angry. Now I'm feeling like in the Agony booth.
Still a great scene.
Tim Russ. Yeah,
it was still a great scene.
Yeah, it was.
Well, gentlemen, do you know what this means?
Means what?
It means it's time to spin the wheel.
Oh dear.
It is time to spin the wheel of agony.
That's still one of my favorite bumpers.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, that was
so over dramatic. Yeah.
It's so good because of the eyes again. See the facial acting.
Yeah.
This is like,
Boy, imagine if Galron had been in this episode. Just like 7 looks at the doctor looks at Janeway looks at 7, and then Galron just like kicks down a door and just googly eyes everyone, and then leaves without an explanation. And like, maybe Neelix is over there in the corner going, "Who was that?" And somebody goes, "Shh,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." Yes, we have updated the wheel. What we did was we went back to the original one that we had.
Thank you. Well,
and just did it that way.
Clean. I love it.
Let's just do that. Let's just do that. You will see.
If you do want to change him, you can change him to Neelix as a Klingon in that episode.
Yeah.
I'll have to find you the pit. Yeah, remember that episode where those aliens take over the ship and they kind of try to make the massive holodeck?
Yeah, it was the Killing Game.
Yeah, part 1 and 2. Damn. That's the Nazi double episode.
Oh,
yeah, one of the many Nazi episodes of Star Trek for some reason.
There's a lot of those.
They're pretty bad guys, you know.
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler was a very naughty man.
You quit trying to take over countries, Hitler. Yes, you'll see that there are names on the wheel, and if you become a patron, you can put your name on the wheel and suggest an episode that is pretty cool. It's one of the things that we have available in our Patreon. So you just go to patreon.com/Captain's Quadrant, and you can then get your name on the wheel at the, I believe it's the transgressor level. We have 3 levels. It's one of them. Just read it. Also, if you are a channel member, you can get an episode on the wheel. We have our security officer who's in the chat, and she will be adding her wheel. And also, Dragon Slayer 79, you have also become a channel member at the wormhole level, so you can pick an episode of Wormholes. But, gentlemen, enough of me. Let's spin the wheel.
Please do.
Dude, look how nice it is spinning.
No, well, kind of, but then the font is just all over the place in sizes.
Well, he's got to complain about something, don't he?
Yeah, I was feeling good about myself.
You should have heard this man while he was putting together Wills. Like, I've got to have the colors like coordinate, not like repeat or anything, because I don't want Chase to say anything.
And the episode is Home from Star Trek Enterprise. Now, did I have to do that one?
Is it Enterprise?
Yes. Star Trek Enterprise. The crew takes some time off. Archer meets an old friend, Captain Erica Hernandez. T'Pol takes a trip to Vulcan with a surprise waiting. Phlox finds out Earth has become xenophobic. There it is.
Really? That's news?
That hasn't changed in 400 years. Well, let's hear what everybody's saying. And this is the moment, ladies and gentlemen, we can call. Are we going to say something, Jace?
Oh, is there a moment where I can complain about something?
Well, that's what you do.
Do you ever really stop?
That's right. No, I think I mentioned it into the chat this week. A couple of key things I noticed in Voyager that made me not like Starfleet Academy even more.
Oh no, really?
One, the Omega particle.
Is that the one the thing that they like put all over the universe?
Is it enemy mine?
Yeah. That was in Voyager.
That would have been obvious to use for the disaster later on, except we get Squid Boy's feelings.
Yes.
And the other one. Oh, what was the other one that absolutely drove? Oh, the Doctor episode where the Doctor goes to 900 years into the future.
Oh, no, Living Witness.
Years. Living Witness. And what does that mean? Does that mean there's 2 doctors? Because they did say a backup module.
Yeah.
Either that or one doctor died in the burn. That'd be kind of funny. Like he's just rolling into the solar system going, I'm home. Boom.
And then, I mean, does that mean there are 2 exist? I don't know. But that also feels like that conflicts with what they did in, because he had said 500 years earlier, I aged myself up to make the 2 things that annoyed me.
Yeah.
Starfleet Academy.
Starfleet Academy. All right, let's chat with everybody. This is where you can call in.
It's already dead.
Yeah. I'm like kicking.
Kicking as well. I know you're canceled, but bye. All right, let's go.
We were just talking about you. Everybody hates you. Congratulations.
Yes, this is where you can add your voice and your text to the chats.
I think the universe just put up a thing there about he's really hoping they touch on Living Witness. Wouldn't it be great if they met?
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
I don't know. Robert Picardo said that they did have a Voyager-centric episode planned for season 3.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Even I would go, well, okay, it had to happen.
All right. Hello, you are on with the Captain's Quadrant.
Hey.
Hello, welcome. What's your name? Are you there? Oh, I hear Jason. Jason's there. Can you hear me? Hello.
Interference, Captain.
Yes. Unfortunately, there was interference. Oh, we'll try it again here. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
There we go. How are you? Welcome to the Captain's Quadrant. You're on with Jason, Jace, and Joe.
What is up?
Not much. So what did you think of Star Trek Voyager?
I think it's really cool. I mean, it's not at the same level as Enterprise since I'm like a true descendant of Archer, but still it's up there.
Okay. Do you want to tell the fine folks your name? Let us know a little bit about you.
So I go by my artist name, Since Girl Starlight.
Okay. Yes, you got some really great stuff on your Instagram. We've spoken before. Yes, absolutely.
I make that stuff myself, by the way.
Oh, very cool. I know that takes a lot of work. It's very hard to do, and I got to show Jace. I think he would appreciate it as well.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, like share my music with the crew.
Yes.
So take a listen.
Yes, I absolutely will. You guys will hear some synthetic music inspired by Star Trek Enterprise. It's very cool.
Oh, very cool. I love synth music.
Yeah. And then I'll have you on. We'll do a one-on-one so that more people can learn about you. But in a quick 1, 2, 3, what did you feel about as we spoke about Star Trek Voyager, this particular episode? How did you feel? How did it ponder in your mind?
I mean, I think it's really cool. It kind of does link into my lore a little bit because sometimes memories can play with the mind.
Mm-hmm.
And my character starts off not remembering who she is.
Amnesia type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. So yeah, we'll definitely have you on there. And what character do you kind of define yourself if you were going to look into a mirror? I know you say your character is a descendant of Archer, but in Enterprise, what character would you kind of like see yourself as?
I mean, definitely Archer all the way.
Okay, sounds good. And again,
position or
don't mention him.
yeah. They love Captain Archer. How do you feel about the rumors? There's no truth to it, but there's a lot of rumors flying around that there may be Star Trek United, which would be a Archer-centric either show or movie. What do you feel about that?
Oh my God, I would see it. I mean, this is his chance to close the chapter out. I've heard that Scott is all the way for it.
Yeah, it wouldn't end with computer and program. So that'll always be a plus.
I do know that most of the rumors are coming from Michael Sussman. So it's a good place for these rumors to come in because he's been putting things up his Instagram. He's meeting with Paramount and all that. So there is truth to it. This isn't like Star Trek Year One where that was all made up. There's actual truth to this United.
There you go. So that'll be something to look out and look forward to. Again, give everybody your handle, so that they can find your music.
Synth Girl Starlight.
There you go. So Synth got Starlight. So be sure to check that out. Thank you so much for calling in, and we'll be chatting with you. You guys can hear more about her lore on a future audio only pod. All right. Thank you for calling in.
Actually, it is scheduled for Tuesday, 8 p.m.
All right. There you go. Take care, everybody. All right.
That's good.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what else. Fun fact. The Jenny phone number is now officially a real phone number for people that need cancer support. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. That's
it. I like
beautiful. That. Yeah, I like that a lot.
News to me. I didn't know that either. Interesting.
Yeah, my freaking universe. Let me tell you, guys are
that's the shocking thing. Now go back. That's the shocking thing. This dude has seen everything.
You never saw Game of Thrones?
This is the first time I've seen him comment on something he hasn't seen. Because usually, like everything I mentioned, he go, "Yeah, I've seen that." He'd seen it like years ago.
I posed this to you, my freaking universe. If you're down, join us in Shedding Light. We're going to do the House of the Dragon. You could just catch up on that in 2 weeks. It'll be fine because I think it's a month.
Dude, if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, just no way.
No, House of Dragon. No, House of Dragon.
Yeah, but it's I would argue
this is way before
the show is bad without seeing Game of Thrones first.
Is it?
You need the context of knowing Game of Thrones.
I don't think so.
Because it's so reliant, House of Dragon, on you knowing certain things.
I mean, it's kind of like, I always akin it to like, oh yeah, that's the descendant of this guy. It's not like, oh man, I better know who this guy is so I can understand what happened 500 years ago. No, it's a prequel. It's a fun prequel. But I'm still surprised.
Can you put his response to your request down?
What's it? No. Yay! Thank you. All right. Who's next? Who's next? Remake of TNG Violations.
Ooh. I'm trying to remember Violations. I kind of remember it.
Yeah. I think there's a bit of like making sure you block it out.
Yeah. Maybe that should be your episode. You're a transgressor. You can add that for a future episode. I know you put Red Angel, but you can add that as a future episode. They definitely not tackling that when they wrote the episode, because this episode came out way before the Me Too era. Yes, it did. But I was just saying it was like a
20, maybe 15 to 20 years prior, I'd say.
But all these things were happening that made so this walked so that Me Too could run. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. All right. Wait, you never saw Game of Thrones either? Come on. Do you want to do a podcast on Game of Thrones?
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's another no. I heard that the Green Jello song, and I did not want to be put on the wheel. I heard that Green Jello song, and I do not want to be put
I feel like I've got a stroke. What just happened?
I don't know. Cemetery. Yeah, that was.
He gets it. He gets it as bad as his line. I missed the third episode of season 4.
Oh wow.
That was their attempt to do Family, the Picard episode where he goes to go like fight his brother in a vineyard. They tried to do that with Enterprise.
Oh wow. Yeah. I'm really hoping that they touch on the Witness in season 2 of Starfleet Academy. If they don't, then it's a real loss. Well, they probably won't.
I'm getting the feeling. I think Jason's right. It's part of the script for season 3.
Yeah, everything that you really want. Oh, that's part of season 3. Don't worry.
Nobody watches Game of Thrones.
Apparently, it's just me and Jason that watch Game of Thrones.
In their defense, I kind of wish I never watched it either.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
I think that's like your reaction to the final season is saying I've had this amazing 4-course meal, but the dessert was shit house. So
yeah.
Dessert gave me diarrhea and then shot my dog.
Oh my God! You had to take it to that extra level. Jesus,
that's a bad service. I hope you didn't tip him.
Every time I ask somebody, "Hey, do you want to do a Game of Thrones podcast?"
God, please, no.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah, that was good.
I'll give you one. That's a funny meme from 10 years ago.
Hey, man, it works. So Game of Thrones was 10 years ago, so fine.
Some 70-year-old in the audience just went, I remember that. Hilarious. I put that on Facebook in 1909.
Not that long ago. Well, I think that's going to wrap up everything, gentlemen, but we have some exciting news that we're going to drop today, and that is this Monday at 8 p.m. Are you guys ready? What's happening Monday, 8 p.m., Jason Roy Gaston? Our interview with Doug Jones. Get me Doug Jones will be debuting on the Captain's Quadrant. We're getting into the new documentary.
I have nothing to do with this. I don't know why I'm on screen. You could have moved the image
going on
over
right
me.
now?
Like,
there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Yay!
Hold on, there we go.
There we go. We got to sit down with the producer, Derek Mackay, and the amazing Doug Jones himself. There is a special signed piece of the call sheet that they will be giving away for the movie. They're going to do a completion fund me, and it is an amazing opportunity. And we had such a blast sitting and talking with Doug. We got into everything, the documentary,
super nice guy. I was not expecting him to curse that much, though.
He didn't curse at all. I wish that would have been kind of funny. But yeah, you know,
it's a lot of behind the scenes. They've already filmed it.
Yeah, it happened earlier today.
Not all of it.
Oh, the documentary? No, it's not finished.
No, it's not. It's not finished yet.
No, I meant your interview with him.
Oh yeah, that's in the game.
Yeah, that's in the game. That's coming out Monday at 8 p.m. So be sure.
It's almost like Doug Jones turned Australian on us.
Yeah. A pretty good fucking Silver Surfer, wasn't I?
Yeah,
he really was. He was awesome.
He was the best.
Awesome.
He was
Hellboy.
the best Silver Surfer.
Without Hellboy, it would have sucked.
Yeah. That Shape of Water would have just been shapeless if it wasn't for Doug Jones. That's for sure.
Yeah, you buggers love me, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
We do. Oh my gosh.
We do.
He's
Look,
such a
I
sweet
do too. I must say, he
Yeah.
is. He is like, yeah. It's just a performer that I respect. I think he does a good job.
Lovely
Does a great
fellow
job.
too. Just so humble.
You
Yeah.
know what? He looks good for his age. I've
Yeah.
gotta say.
Yeah, he told us he's 65, I think he said.
65. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe he's 65. He looks fantastic. You know, it's probably because he's thin and works out a lot.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, can you get him off the bloody screen so I can?
Oh, there's somebody.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
You got to remember, this face has been on a billboard.
Yeah, that's right. All three of us have.
I got mine too, and I was getting pooped on.
Yeah, that's right. That's why there was that extra
You can
smile.
And then
to
I
be
was on y'all's
acting.
billboard.
Yeah.
He did a shiza. Chris, what's up, buddy? Hello, Chris. See, Karen, you're in for a treat. And because you're a Patreon, guess what? You're getting this interview this Saturday. Ooh.
Yay.
Ooh,
Yay for
you
you.
mean tomorrow?
Good for you.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So all those
It's
Patreons are
tomorrow,
getting,
baby. You get it tomorrow.
yeah, getting our interview early. So congrats to all the patrons. And you too could be a patron by signing up at Captain's Quadrant /patreon.com.
What's wrong with you? Just
Or
do
hitting
it
that
now.
join member button right there at the bottom
Down
of
there.
the screen. So
That's so a Harry Potter t-shirt. If that's not a Harry Potter t-shirt, Warner
it's-
Brothers has got to sue you, dude.
This is School of Rock. That is what this is. Oh,
Well, lawyers of Warner Brothers, whoever designed that shirt, get
you
on
guys
it.
should
Yeah,
go after them.
go
Yeah.
ahead, because you know what? They don't own the trademark to coat of arms.
Oh,
Do it.
Sue
look at
them.
that.
Not
Sue
me,
them,
but
Warner
you know,
Brothers.
the people who made the shit.
And you
She's like,
cinematic
"Crush them
overlords."
financially."
Hey, I'm just trying to ingratiate myself to the new superlords of Paramount Warner Brothers.
I don't-
yeah, that's right.
know.
I forgot about that.
What was
They
that?
can all get bent for all I care.
Well,
No, they can all just get on with the business of making cool movies, hopefully.
hopefully they're going to do a good Star Trek. They're going to do good on Star
We'll
Trek.
see.
That's what I'm hoping.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You know, I would argue, and I did do a video about this the other day, is Paramount really making a mistake by focusing on the film? Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna,
focusing
I didn't
on
mean
the
that,
film.
but I saw the Paramount Lot Studio. I was like, wait, is that your thing? So
Is
Go
that
ahead,
the way
movie.
to reinvigorate Star Trek? Is to make a movie? Or should they be focusing on a new television show first?
movie, because television descended, and if we look at historically,
That's the dragon to slay. Are you not just putting off an inevitable?
mhm,
Heart and soul, and I think the fan base has been built on TV more so than the movies. I mean, the movies can be popular and everybody enjoys it
mhm.
beyond Trek fans, but I just wonder. I don't have an answer. It just it's we are such on straw, like unsteady ground is probably the better. Like
Yeah.
if they screw the pooch on this one, guys, it's the effects are not good. Though I feel with the TV show, like all Star Trek shows, it may not be great in the beginning, but it can.
It can get better. Yeah, I feel like if they hit the ground running with a really dope movie, just like they did with 09, and just like they did with Star Trek 4, and then you have the TV show going on. You had TNG when Star Trek 4 came out, and they would like made the release of it bigger. So I think if you catapult one, the other one can kind of be uplifted. So you would have two things firing out the wheel at the same time.
What I'd heard was there apparently been a lot of investigation on what works and doesn't work in Star Trek internally in Paramount. In the fact that they've been looking in the fact that Deep Space Nine, Voyager, TNG still outperform anything in the modern era.
Oh
by
wow, really?
significant amounts in viewership.
Well, that's
So
because
the rumor is that Paramount are really focused in on wanting to retether themselves to that.
So you're thinking they might like do a story?
I think Star Trek United has a lot more steam than maybe we think.
Oh, I agree.
Because what a great palate cleanser they could create. Like, and people going, that then implies that, well, it's a way to wash out one era and then ease ourselves into another.
Yeah.
By doing something that's familiar.
Yeah.
And something that's serious, I think. I think they should be going all out very serious with this. So, and
Jason's not
Sussman, look,
coming
let's
back,
be
yeah.
honest. I've been talking about how much I've been loving Voyager. He is a key contributor to some of the great stories I think Voyager was capable of, including Deep Space Nine as well.
Yeah,
But
Deep Space
yeah,
Nine was amazing.
I don't know. Maybe we will get Star Trek United. But you know what they have to do? Start saying something. Stop the rumor mill.
Yeah, make it a concrete.
We've had two bits of information this year from Paramount. Two. We're making a movie, and Starfleet Academy's been cancelled.
That's one good, one bad. Yeah, they need to balance that out.
We need more information. If
Yeah.
they let Star Trek Las Vegas go by without some major announcements,
Or maybe they'll do it all on Star Trek Day,
which is
September, right around when Strange New Worlds wraps. Season 4 wraps up this September.
Oh yeah, that could make sense too. That would make sense. That probably makes sense more than anything.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Celebrate, you know,
the years there.
But yeah, what do you guys think, Jace? If you had a choice, TV show or movie, what is it?
So I don't know. I would love to see a return to television that does not look like a movie, and I really think that's where Star Trek kind of screwed up, starting with Discovery. Now I enjoyed Discovery. I enjoy Strange New Worlds to some degrees. I even enjoyed Starfleet Academy, even though I think a lot of it was a miscalculation. I think the big mistake was thinking that you had to do this multi-million-dollar television movie every week when you didn't have to do that. I think that really took away from characters. I think it took away from thoughtful science fiction, and I think it turned it all into spectacle. So I think that if we go back to doing low budget or relatively low budget television for television Star Trek and then leave the spectacle for the movies, I think that would probably be the best move to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. I think it'd be nice to have them do something fresh, like interconnect it though from movies and TV, because they never really did that, did they?
No,
there wasn't.
No, they don't have like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You could.
Yeah,
you
could do something really interesting. Yeah.
Chris Garris from the Transporter Room. He says, "Did you see that they added the actor who voiced Shax to Phil? I'm assuming you mean ST Philly, right, Chris? Hopefully you're still here." STLV, the Star Trek Las Vegas, they're going into other cities and states, and they added for the first time Philadelphia, which is a great place to have. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Yep. Are you going to Star Trek Philly? If you are, let me know. And then let me know when is Star Trek Philly. I think they said it was in November. So that'd be a fun one to do if you guys wanted to meet up, Jason.
They got to amp it up, though, guys. This convention should be nothing but giant celebrations, sponsored by Paramount, celebrating 60 years. They're doing tell me if I'm wrong, but does it not feel flat?
Yeah, they need to.
It does.
Yeah, I mean, the cancellation kind of just took the wind, and then they already announced that their Deep Six and the 10 episodes to 6 episodes for the final, or 5 episodes for the final. Season of Strange New World. So I feel like it's a great disservice. So November 14th through 15th, you're undecided. I'll probably make it there because now that I've got a car that can make it places, I can make it there as long as gas doesn't get too expensive.
That's the main. I'm sure it'll be all right. I'm sure common sense will prevail where it needs to. No, okay.
Yeah, because there won't be any BS going on around November.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Hilarious. No.
Well, I think.
But yeah, thank you for having me on the show, Joe.
Hey, yeah, thanks for being on the show. And if you enjoyed Mr. VHS Jace, I dropped another thing. Please be sure to go visit him on the Jason Roy-Gaston channel while he talks old man yelling a Trek. It's Paramount.
Oh, that'd been a lot of fun. I can't believe people are actually listening to me. It's just ridiculous.
People like you.
And agreeing. I seem to have some people who are as insane as I am.
There you go. And I love how you have the Monster Maroon on that too.
That's phenomenal. Watch this video, guys. This really needs to be. It's it is a great 48 minutes.
Wow, that's a long time. I can't believe
it's 48 minutes. I know it's almost as long as the entire episode. This is a new series that I'm starting called The Part They Usually Leave Out. It's kind of inspired by Paul Harvey's Rest of the Story.
This you told me about today, and I really want you to dive into just a little bit as a teaser because it's really fascinating to me.
Well, this is the story about how Steve Guttenberg became a star, and it was not the stonecutters from The Simpsons. It was actually Steve Guttenberg breaking, entering, and trespassing on the Paramount lot for 3 years without getting caught. Except one time.
I love that.
Except one time whenever Faye Dunaway found out.
Of all people.
Of all people, Faye Dunaway.
It's a beautiful little song. I love this idea for doing this series too. So
yeah, that's a great series.
And you know what? It's nice to be able to watch a video with tissues for the right reason for a change, you know, because it gets emotional.
Well, I'm sure that other people are using the tissues for the other reason too, because I mean, look at me.
Yeah, right. And he feels to be the forgotten megastar of the 80s.
Yeah, Police Academy series, and wasn't he in Short Circuit, or was that?
Cocoon?
He was, right? Cocoon. He was in Cocoon. Yeah.
Lady. I'm still trying to think of that little thriller he was in the late 90s, like a Rear Window remake. I loved it. He was in that.
Yeah.
You know what? I know people hate that movie. You know, where he plays a fat guy and then he pretends to be a New Zealander.
Yeah.
With a mullet and that romantic.
I don't guess
comedy.
I know that one.
Yeah, you got to check it out. It is like most hated one of his films. It's unfortunately in the. But what a beautiful individual he is.
Yeah. He's actually a really cool guy on social media currently. So that's
he is, because he is positive. He talks about hope. He's trying to empower people, giving positive mental health messaging.
Yeah.
He's a goddamn angel. The fires in LA, randomly, he's down the street driving people's cars to safety.
Yeah.
Most Hollywood people were gone when they were out of there.
Yeah, he's up there doing the right thing.
Helping
He's
people.
playing valet in hell. That's amazing.
Isn't that just wonderful? Like, if I saw him, the one celebrity I'd want to hug, just because he makes me want to be a better man.
There you go. There you go. And of course, if you enjoy the show CBS Ghosts, you can catch myself and Retired Trekker over on the To Be Seen channel as we're talking about the 5th season as we come towards the end.
You took a good wicket with that one, because honestly, after when you started, I'm like, this show's going to last like a season and a half. They get cancelled. Things become a huge global,
huge. We have 3 episodes that are over 5,000 views. So I am thankful for all of you that come and check us out over there. So please come back again and check us out over on the To Be Seen network. The number 2 BESCENE. If you're Ghost fans, it is about to be great. Right now, Trek Long Island STLV. Well, I'll see you at Trek Long Island. STLV is a little bit out of my price range right now, but that may change, and we'll see. Friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me and VHS Jason Rogaston on the Captain's Quadrant. We will see you next time. We're going to be doing Home when Archer is going to go hang out with some old friends. And in the future, when we do another Enterprise episode, we will actually, Duncan has just agreed to come back and talk about an episode of Star Trek Enterprise with us. So that'll be a lot of fun. Yay. So Duncan is Ensign Walsh. He's been 20 episodes of Star Trek Enterprise. You can go check out that interview on the same channel. Friends, have a great one. Live long and prosper.